to share a campfire story here in a minute. We told all the boys, and this is the only time I've ever, on any activity like this, told the boys, go get lost. Here's my book. I don't even know how many pages are in it. Normally there are around 1,000 pages or something for this series. So the book is... Hey there. Welcome to Bushwhacked Adventures. Are you ready to journey into the wilderness and explore the great outdoors? Well, welcome to this adventure. Right now I'm headed out into the desert to pitch the teepee in the hot tent and enjoy a little quiet time to read a book. Stay tuned. Yeah, I've got a book that I've been waiting for years. The author finally released it back in early December, and I had it pre-ordered. It arrived that day. I've just been so busy that I haven't had a chance to pick it up, even open it up. So, what am I doing? I am headed to the desert, as I said, to pitch my tent and enjoy some quiet time with the book. All right, I'll let you know when we're there. Welcome to camp. I'll just pan around and let you see what we're looking at. A whole lot of nothing. I think right here, it's a good spot to put up the teepee. It's been rainy. Snow's melted off if there was any. But out here the sand is pretty, or the ground is pretty sandy, so it's dried up pretty well. It should be nice to be able to pitch the tent, not worry about anything. The weather is supposed to be pretty decent. Where I'm at is a little windy. It's a pass area, so The wind's coming off from the west. You can see the mountains over there with snow-capped peaks and just a whole lot of nothing out here. This is the east edge of what we call the West Desert, where I'm at. This is actually an off-highway vehicle, OHV area. It's called 5 Mile Pass. It's a place people will come and riding around on their ATVs or side-by-sides or whatever they've got. So right now I'm going to work on getting the tent pitched up, get a fire going. It's not too bad with the sunshine. Bonus, I don't know, 60, 70 yards away, right over there on the other side of that tree, is a vault toilet. So I won't complain about that. Okay, we'll get camp set up. Well, here we are, sitting in the tent. Stove is set up. It's ready to fire up. And I'm realizing I left my cot home. I have a pad, so I'm sleeping on the ground tonight. That'll be all right. I've got my X-Ped down mat. It's a good pad. And we'll just get this thing going, get it fired up. I don't know that I'm going to start it up just yet. I mean, I've got a fair amount of firewood, but I don't feel like it's cold enough that I need to worry about it right away. So for right now, time to think about reading my book. So I'm going to go grab my book and get started with that. I'm excited to jump into it. I'll show you what the book is here in just a minute. Okay, here's my book. I don't even know how many pages are in it. Normally there are around 1,000 pages or something for this series. So the book is Wind and Truth. It's book 5 of the Stormlight Archives. If you like this kind of reading, Brandon Sanderson is awesome. I've been looking forward to this for a few years. There's a couple of his books when they've come out, and I've gotten them, that I've started reading 6 in the morning and read all day, read till 3 or 4 at night, and just finished the book in a day. I just get sucked in. So we're going to see what happens with this one. For right now, I am going to take the sleeve off where I'm out here camping so that I don't risk damaging it. And inside, look at that, nice little map. Very cool. It's been a few years that we've been waiting for this book 5, so it's great to have it out finally. Okay, I'm going to put this away, start reading. All right, it's cooling down a little. The sun's going to be setting in about an hour. It's a little after 4 right now, so I think I'll just get a fire going. Get it warmed up in here. Make sure my damper's open. Love that sound. Okay, so it's about 20 to 5 right now. It'll be getting dark soon. Got a little cloud cover out there. So the sun's hiding right now. It feels good here in the tent. I'm going to, I think, take advantage of the heat I've got off the stove right now. Go ahead and warm up some dinner. Got some ham chowder. It's leftover ham from from Christmas dinner that I'm looking forward to eating tonight. It'll be good comfort food. So I'm going to go ahead and get that warmed up, and then we'll get on to dinner. So. Ham and potatoes and corn. Yeah. That is good stuff. Okay. We'll give that a few minutes to warm up and enjoy it. Smelling good. This is looking awesome. Good boil to it. Let's go ahead and pull that off. Yeah. Super good. Good flavor and nice and hot. So, doors wide open behind the camera. Just the heat that it's collecting in here. We're up to 56 on the floor. It's comfortable. Which is why I have the door open. If I had it closed, it'd be too warm, I think. I think the sun's getting ready to set. got the camera, other camera outside recording. So we'll see what it captures for us. But I'm going to step outside and go take a look real quick. Because the camera never captures what the eye can see. It's going to make for a pretty sky here in a little bit. But that's a cold breeze. All right, so come back inside and it's nice. All right, over here is my tarp. What's missing is my hammock, my cot. It's back home in my garage. I forgot it. So I've got my pad and sleeping bag. When it's time, I'll pull them out, slide them in, and the ground's pretty level. A little rocky, but not too bad. My pad's 4 inches thick, so it'll keep me fairly comfortable. But no need to pull it out until I'm ready for it. So right now, I'm going to just enjoy the fire because it feels awesome, and enjoy the sunset a little bit. And I'll come back and read my book. Okay, 50-ish degrees in here, door's still wide open. This shelter area is nice because it cuts the wind, keeps the wind out, and the wind has died down a little bit. I'm going to take this outside and just set it next to my vehicle and see what we're at out there. It's getting dark. Sun's almost set. I think I'll go ahead and get my bed set up real quick before it gets too dark. Have a little bit of sunlight left for that. And I think I'm going to put it on this side here where I'm at. So I'm going to rearrange some things real quick and we'll get it going. See, it's about 26 degrees right now. It's going to be a cold night. I've camped out here a few years back in January with a group of young boys. We were out on a scout winter camp out. It got down to -8. There was about a foot of snow on the ground at that time, but it was still this time of year. So we've got a clear sky. It's going to get cold out here tonight, so we'll see how we do. Yeah, beautiful sky. Not sure if you can see that, but got one little planet up there. It should be Venus, I believe, at this time of year. And there's another. Okay, gonna get this all set up. I'm good to go. Yeah, I'll have to share a campfire story here in a minute. Maybe I'll do it now. And then I'm going to get the camera all set up. We'll do a little bit of time lapse for tonight. See how much of the night sky we can capture. Let's come on in where it's nice and warm. yeah. Big difference just having this little fire here. Okay. Campfire Stories with Dan. All right. Put my spectacles away. Maybe we'll shed a little light on the situation. Ooh, that's a lot of light. And that's the low setting. Yep. I want something a little more subtle. There we go. Okay. I'm going to toss my book over on my bed. Okay. Let's just fire this up for a minute. All right. That's good. Okay, so Campfire Stories with Dan. So I've mentioned to you the area I'm camping right now is called 5 Mile Pass, yeah. And I've been out here several times in the past with groups of boys, just bringing them out to get camping experience and such. And one particular time, it was late fall, I think end of October-ish, early November, and we brought out a group of boys and actually had an activity where normally you're worried about kind of your stewardship over these young men. You don't want anybody to get hurt or lost or worse, potentially die. You want to take care of them and make sure that they get home to their parents and in good shape. So this particular activity was a little different because we had arranged with a neighbor to bring out his search and rescue dog, as well as some others. He has a dog that he does search and rescue with, and with that, they like to do training activities at times. So, as you've seen out, this is a pretty wide open area and kind of hard to get too lost in this area. But what we did with this group of boys, there's 10 or 12 boys and several leaders. We were all out here. We camped the night, and the next morning, this neighbor brought out his search and rescue dog. Neighbor's name is Scott Hammond. Great guy. He's got a book out about some rescues that he's done with his dog. And he brought out his dog. A few other members of the search and rescue brought out dogs that morning. And after we had breakfast, it warmed up a little bit, we told all of the boys, and this is the only time I've ever, on any activity like this, told the boys, go get lost. Right? It's not something you tell a group of boys like that. But in this scenario, we kind of pointed out a boundary. Don't go out past the horizon there where you can see. Gave a good search area for these dogs. So we gave the boys 20, 30 minutes to go out and get lost and hide. Basically played hide and seek with the dogs and gave the dogs time to go out and find them. And the dogs were successful. They found all the boys that morning. And it was a good learning experience for the dogs, good learning experience for the boys, kind of helping to reinforce the importance of making sure that you're aware of your surroundings and be aware of what's out there and avoid getting lost, because you're not always going to have a dog, such as these search and rescue dogs, right there at your disposal to find you. And it could be days or maybe never at all. So, good learning experience for a group of boys. I think that they learned a lesson that day. And I did too as a leader. So, all right. That's Campfire Story with Dan today. Good memories here at 5 Mile Pass. So, okay, it's getting dark. It's cooling down. Mid-20s right now, and it's 5:30. Somewhere around there. I'll pull my clock out here in a minute and confirm that, but I think I'm going to stoke the fire up another round. I'm not going to sleep with this thing burning. I've got a good warm sleeping bag. I've got my winter bag with me and my X-Bed down mat pad. I am on the ground. Not going to be the most comfortable. Would have been better with the cot, but that's on me. I left it home. Okay, going to head back to the book. It's getting dark. And I want to set the camera up on a time lapse for the night. So I might just say goodnight for the night. It's almost 6. The stars are starting to come out. I'm going to find the North Star here in a little bit, and we'll get recording it. But for right now, that's home for the night. Got a little light in there. My fire's going. It's comfy. There we go. I'll show you with the light on. Bring in a little more firewood so it's ready to go. Let's come take a look at what the temperature's at right now. Still about 26, 28 degrees. We're still recording the sunset with the 360 camera. And right now, I'll go ahead and get this set up and aimed at the North Star here soon. So, all right, with that, good night, and we'll see you in the morning.
To the moon in a rocket ship only made for two. I wanna fly to the sun, do all the things that can't be done. Is it all the same to you? 'Cause
Well, it's the middle of the night. I'm not feeling the best. So I've been debating for the last little bit what I'm going to do, and I'm going to pack up camp real quick and head home. Not sure, just something's hit me and I'm not feeling very good and not enjoying it out here. So we're going to throw things in real quick and hit the road and head on home. So with that, we're going to call it the end of this adventure. You know, sometimes that's the way it works. Things happen and you just adjust and, excuse me. Yep, not feeling the best. So with that, thanks for joining, and we'll see you on the next adventure. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Click the bell to receive notifications for future content. That's all, folks. See you on our next adventure.